What specific actions can leaders take to empower high-performing, productive teams? Hi, this is Debbie Narver, and I want to outline a framework I've developed based on my research and my experience in leading teams over the past 20 years. Have you ever been on one of those high-performing teams where everyone contributed and your results exceeded expectations? Feels great, doesn't it? And I'll bet that you wanted to work with that team again. On the flip side, have you ever been on a team that was ineffective, perhaps even dysfunctional? It is frustrating for all involved and can lead to long-lasting conflict and resentment. Most leaders are aware that an effective team can make all the difference when it comes to creativity and innovation. We hope for that synergy, whereby the team achieves results that are greater than the sum of what individuals could produce. But it doesn't always work that way. So what can you do to ensure high-performing teams? And what type of leadership skills are required? During my career, I had the opportunity to participate in and lead many different teams. I was also fortunate to receive some very specialized training in developing and leading high-performing teams. So later, when I enrolled in an MBA program, I wanted to delve more into team performance. In particular, I wanted to understand how diversity impacts team performance. Thus, I requested and was granted permission to do some specialized research on how does cultural diversity impact team performance. But first, I really needed to understand team performance in general. Poring through the existing literature and research was fascinating, if not somewhat overwhelming. There are many theories which at first may seem contradicting. But I think my key learning from this is that there are different types of teams. For example, a task team set up to work on a one-time project may be very different than an ongoing work unit team. And thus, there is no one-size-fits-all approach. Leading teams requires an ability to assess and adapt to the situation. However, there are some key criteria a team leader can use to increase team productivity and effectiveness. The following framework is based on a combination of my training, research, and experience in leading teams for over 20 years. I continue to apply these in my current work with diverse and virtual teams. So now let's take a look at the 7 criteria for team leaders to develop high-performing teams. First of all, be clear on purpose and goals. One of the most interesting pieces of research I came across was Hackman's work from 1990 on groups that work and those that don't. And he suggested that managers can influence the outcome of teams by ensuring clear purpose and by ensuring quality in the design of the teams. So consider, why are you forming the team? Is it for a specific project or ongoing work unit? So knowing this purpose will allow you to design and structure a team to achieve specific outcomes, which leads to the next step: structuring the team to achieve your goals. Now that you understand what you want to achieve, consider, how many people do you need? What expertise or roles do they need? But most of all, don't just consider technical knowledge and skills, but also experience working in a team environment. Remember that there can be a learning curve for those that are new to group work. Set clear and positive expectations. At the onset, make sure the team has a clear understanding of what they must deliver and when. In addition to productivity, you should outline behavioral expectations. This is especially important with diverse teams. We often assume that everyone just understands our values, but this can vary depending on both national and organizational culture. So it can be worth outlining expectations. For example, you might want to explain to everyone that they need to be respectful and listen when someone else is speaking, and that they need to be open to ideas that are different from their own. Support team building. Team building may be seen as a soft skill and just nice to have, but not necessary. We often want to get down to work, and so team building may be seen as a lower priority. But teams need time to communicate, to develop relationships, and ultimately build trust before they can be truly effective. Again, a very interesting piece of work is Patrick Lencioni in his 2002 book on 5 dysfunctions of a team. And he really focuses on the importance of trust, that it's really the foundation of team effectiveness. So lack of trust can lead to fear of conflict, lack of commitment, avoidance of accountability, and inattention to results. So we need to focus some time on that. And you can learn some team building techniques in one of my previous articles, Diversity Team Building. Provide feedback. Recognize that your team will need to develop new skills to become a high-performing team. While each person may be an expert in their own field, working effectively in a group can be something new. And each new team will need time to develop effective approaches to improve team productivity. So, as a team leader, you need to provide them with feedback to help them recognize, first of all, what they're doing well, and then what needs to be improved. Deal with difficult issues. As a team leader or manager, you will be required to manage performance of individuals. While we hope that applying the above criteria will lead to positive outcomes, there are often times when one or more members of a team are either underperforming or undermining success of the team through inappropriate behavior. Therefore, it's important for you as a leader to stay aware of what's happening on the team and then address these issues based on the performance management protocols of your organization. Some of my previous articles outline, first of all, how to implement performance management and how to improve employee performance. So you might want to read those to get some more information. Apply appropriate motivation. And with group work, this needs to be cooperative versus competitive. While high-performing teams provide participants with feelings of achievement and satisfaction, the team leader can enhance performance with other motivators. However, you need to be careful to apply motivation that promotes teamwork and cooperation. Unfortunately, we sometimes want to single out and recognize those people that seem to be the shining stars. But this can alienate those team members that have been working quietly behind the scenes. We can end up creating an environment of competition between team members. So consider motivation, recognitions, and rewards that are meaningful to the group. In my course, Improve Employee Performance, we take a deeper look at motivation. So that concludes my 7-step framework. But I think one of the most important things you can do to develop effective teams is to develop team leader skills in your organization. While having the right team members is important, I'm sure you can appreciate how important it is to ensure team leader training. While some people do seem to have natural leadership abilities, leading teams is a skill that can be developed like any other. Through a combination of training in specific techniques, work experience, and effective coaching, you can empower great team productivity in your workplace. So learn about our strategic management training and support. Our unique combination of online leadership training and facilitation can support managers and team learning from any location. We can design a program to fit your needs, timeline, and budget. So please visit our website to learn more and contact us to discuss your needs.